Hi, so I'm gonna give a really quick video about my new project. I don't really know what to call it, but basically how it works is this microphone over here listens to music, and then the graphics on the television will react based on if it's loud enough. So if I just like scratch the mic here, you can see it changes shapes. It's just selecting random points to draw lines to. So let me just show you what the whole intention was. I'm just gonna put on some vaporwave. So right now, my computer is connected to a Bluetooth module in here that's sending audio to this TV, and there's also, I don't know, some stuff running in here. I'll show you how it works. Alright, so this is an old flight stick controller. If I grab it here, I can pan like that, pan like this, move forwards, move back, hold the trigger button down, zoom in, zoom out, and then hold the trigger down, roll left, and then roll right. And then also there's these potentiometers here that are meant for tuning the flight stick that I just used to make it rotate automatically. So it's just really fun to stare at. That's the whole point of it, really, to just have like some visual to stare at, I guess, while vaporwave music is playing. And the CRT monitor is really nice for, that sad boy aesthetic. Yeah, I'm gonna get into the details about how this works now. Oh, I also forgot to mention this button does nothing special. It just generates a new random shape. That's just for like if you're not playing music and you like, I don't know, looking at shapes. I guess another intention for this project was just to, generate random polygons and get some inspiration from that. So this is just a CRT TV that I someone threw out and I took, and then as you can see, there's nothing connected to the video in and audio in ports. That's because on the inside of this TV, which I'm not going to open up because I spent too much time putting it back together, there's a wire connected from audio and video, and I put in, don't tell anyone, but I put in a 5-volt power source that's also connected to the main power line here. And then those 4 wires, 5-volt plus ground, video and audio, just take out 4 wires, 4 lines, and then I use this old Cat 5 cable because it was vaporwave and that stuff. You plug it into this flight stick, which I modified. And then the Bluetooth thing plays, and then vaporwave happens. Yeah, so this is literally just graphing random points. I'll explain how that works. Alright, so this is what the inside of a flight stick looks like without all the wires. And then these are the electronics that I've added. So this is an AT-Mega. Yeah. And then in order to get all the timers right and the code working, you have to use a 16 megahertz crystal. So that's there. And then this is the ISP programmer. 2 resistors for the TV out for the video line. And then I have this OVC 3860 Bluetooth module that actually I would not recommend using because it's terrible, but I used it for this project just to try it out. That's the Bluetooth device that you can that I use for this project, and all you really have to do for this is just add power to it, and it does everything by itself. Unless you wanted to do some other serial commands with it, you could. But for this project, I wasn't. So then that goes to the audio output to the TV, which I forgot what line that is. And then there's two other lines which I mentioned earlier are 5-volt power and ground. This is the 3.3 volt power supply for the Bluetooth module. And then here is an audio amplifier for I'm using the TDA 2822 amplifier that's amplifying the signals it gets from the microphone, which is over here. Right, and then there's 3 potentiometers on a flight stick. So this one right here, the one with the really big dial, right there, I'm using that to tune the sensitivity of my audio of my microphone. So that determines the sensitivity for the 18 mega to see whether it should change the graphics or not. And then these potentiometers are just used for the XY rotations. If I can just tilt this, maybe you could see. That's how it works. It's really cool. So yeah, so I'm using this flight stick to just move the graphics around, and that's about it for inside of here. Alright, so this is the Arduino code, and if you wanted a more detailed overview about it, I'll probably do a write-up on it, but this is just an overview. So I use the TV out library to work with the CRT monitor. And then all this code really does, first it has 15 points in 3D space. And then if you look at this whole code is actually inspired by the original library example that they give you with the cube. The rotating cube. So I just modified that a bit, and now we have 15 points here, forming some sort of polyhedron that I forgot what it's called. Then the code just reads the potentiometer readings of the flight stick to determine what angle to turn the graphic or whether to zoom in or out. Yes, it's very messy. I'm not very good at organization. In the original example, this line of the code wasn't changed at all. This is the trigonometry stuff that they do to change the 3D points that are given over here to 2-dimensional points, which are stored in this cube 2D array here. And then this line of code over here is where you draw lines from those points to their respective points. And then this if statement here is the heart of the code, where I compare the reading of the audio pin from the microphone and the amplifier to the tuning potentiometer I had, the sensitivity potentiometer, and then just whenever it's greater, it'll select another set of, or select another random point and then replace it in the 7 points, in the 7, what is 7? 8 lines. 8 lines that it'll select one new random point of the 8 random points and then just draw lines to that. So that way it's sort of more organic flowing rather than just, generating random shapes. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna plug this back in and then just give you guys a demo. Another one, I guess.